Alright, RaceBot's counting down. So somewhere out there in the world, we got two players facing off. Hitting buttons. Playing games, going fast. And they must be in different parts of the world, because look at this variation in stream delay. Don't worry, we'll be able to get these guys synced up. Starting to think Roach is streaming with delay. But that's fine. The Samura1man is going to freeze in time here at the bridge in Cappy Kingdom while Roach catches up here. Not too much going on. Just some angle optimization, rolling through these hills, finding the straight line from point A to point B. So I was way off on that one. On the stream sync, that is. Something weird happened though. Roach was going really fast. I don't know, but Samura1man's gonna skip ahead here. I think we want another 0.7 or so. Now, what is going on with these timers? Oh man. Well, I'll do my best to keep these guys in sync. As Samura1man's the first one into the topper fight. Very well done. And we got Troy of Athens is going to be jumping in. This is great. Let me get him set up for you guys.
Okay, so welcome.
What's up, Troy?
And mythical. Okay, so I guess catch me up for a sec here. It looks like we're just about to get the first power move, so I didn't miss too much.
No, nothing much at all. Players are still pretty much neck and neck.
Just getting myself fully set up. I have my chat out now, so I can see the audience. And all their wonderful memeing. Okay, so from here we're going to go to the T-Rex skip. Simply capturing the T-Rex and then making him jump on a trampoline into, and then getting out of the T-Rex, jumping into the loading zone for this cutscene for the boss trigger.
Yeah, just simply stepping on the trampoline. Simple. Every time.
Okay, yeah, it's a small hitbox. So, yeah, so the size of the trampoline is the size of one of T-Rex's feet. So it takes a few tries to get the move manipulation so that your left foot ends up on the trampoline, but there is some good ways to set it up so that it almost happens every time. Anyway, moving on to Madame Brutal, and she's already dead while I was explaining that.
Yeah, we're gonna get Roach's fight here. And oh, just misses the dive, and looking rather defeated. Almost couldn't believe it, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna have to do as much as he can to catch up here as he's trying to get this T-Rex skip. There's really no backups.
The T-Rex is kind of like out of position now, right? Like no setup you have will work now. You're just kind of doing it and hoping. And he does get it, so
yeah.
Third tries the charm.
It's actually a pretty large loading zone that you can get into for it, for the cutscene trigger. Anyway, I'll talk about Madame Brutal now. This one, as Samura1man gets his 5th moon, and final moon for Cascade. Basically, you capture the chain jump and then fling it back at Madame Brutal. And then there's also some ways of jumping on top of this chain jump as it comes back to you, so that you can stop it earlier in the cycle, and then be able to go right back into flinging chain jump right back at her. So from here, we're going to move over to Sand Kingdom.
Do you think we're going to see the same sand route from both players?
Hard to say.
We're going to skip a little bit of Samura1man's, unfortunately, as we get him caught up to Roach, whose timer should now stay in sync a little better, at least.
Always useful to have a mod as one of the commentators right now. Otherwise, I'd have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, something about... Usually when I don't want to get too technical, but something weird was going on with Roach.
Okay, don't worry about it. It's fine. So it looks generally the same. I can't really tell what happened at the beginning there. He didn't go for employees only, so not much I could tell, I think.
Not going for the bullet bill manipulation either.
Bullet bill manipulation is kind of a tougher thing to do in this spot. Yeah, so you're supposed to have the bullet bill still alive so that you can use it to fly. Oh no, he's doing it a bit.
Oh yeah, you can manipulate it to follow you over to the moon, but you can also jump in a weird way as to have the bullet bill launch, do a loop, and break that box for you.
Oh, that bullet bill manipulation. Yeah, that one's not as commonly used right now because it's kind of harder to do.
It's a lot harder for really not a lot of time gain.
Yeah. So typically what they do instead is that bullet bill manipulation, where after jumping across that gap there to get that moon, capture the bullet bill that's following you to get the lone pillar one. And looks like, so yeah, it looks like Samura1man is going to do the route which involves, it's faster if you don't trust yourself with Sphinx Clip. So we're just skipping the Sphinx room entirely. And this has been found to be faster, but of course you have to farm for coins then.
Right, so we might be seeing Seaside before Snow then?
Most likely, yes. Unless he has some weird coin route that I'm not familiar with.
I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised. This game is still in flux as people are discovering things here and there every day.
Good first try on the Jaxie skip. And yep, he's rounding it out with the final 3 moves. And so here you can see Roach doing the Sphinx route, which you're basically just doing the route without Sphinx clip. And so it is, I believe, it says it on the dock. I could pull it up in a second, but I think it's around like 10 to 15 seconds slower, somewhere in that interval. I think it's closer to 10. But it's really not a huge deal, whereas Samura1man's route is, I think, like 7 or 6 seconds slower than doing Sphinx clip first try.
Plus, if you do go to Sphinx, you get some extra coins. So if you're worried that maybe you're going to take a death or two and screw up your coin count, the extra ones can be nice.
Yeah, so in terms of the routes they took, that would be like about a 5-second difference if all done optimally. But you can see the difference that we have right now. Being about, I mean, we'll say 11:22 for that text box to pop up if we really want to figure out the difference. Oh, okay, that was a weird starting point for that Jaxie skip, so I got a bit worried there. Normally, the easiest way to do that one is if you get out of the bullet bill and then hang onto the wall right by the face, like right where the left ear would be of the thing's face on that wall, and then wall jump off of it and Cappy dive back onto the platform, because that typically gives you the highest starting point.
So Roach is done with sand now.
Mm-hmm. As Samura1man is doing his short route of Seaside. Seaside is not that difficult a route. Okay, 12:40 roughly. So a minute 20-ish. So yeah, Seaside's a very short route. Pretty much just grab the Chief Keep as soon as you can, and then get a few moons underwater, and then we're gonna do a jump out of the water onto a platform that we're basically skipping skipping part of an area to get to the boss fight earlier. So let's see if he gets this on first try, and he does. I always do that.
Yep.
Thanks, chat. Okay, yeah, this is like...
The other
like...
water one.
I promise, I know this game. Not a great...
There are still games where top runners don't know the in-game names of things. They just know all the strats and everything. It's fine.
Yeah. I know plenty of other commentators who don't know the names of these bosses, which that was Rango. He just defeated...
I didn't know Rango. I know Harriet Topper... That's it. I don't know the big guy.
Harriet Topper, Rango, and Spewart.
Spewart. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. It's
That's
a terrible
why
name.
I blocked it out.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Roach is starting some of the cheap stuff now. So this is my weakness as a commentator, is having never played the game. My roommate has it, and I've been meaning to borrow it off him.
It's okay.
But I'm going purely off of knowledge of watching. But what is it like to control this Cheep Cheep?
A lot easier. It's pretty simple. It's just it's just forward to go forward, and it's pretty much the same. You control on a two-dimensional axis basically on the water, so like you're doing a two-dimensional plane, and then B and Y control your depth in the water.
That's it. That was the part where I was like, it seemed a little non-standard.
Yeah. So it's Y to descend and B to ascend. So like kind of like helicopter control things, or like inverted Y axis. Which does give some runners a bit of makes it a little bit jarring, because they're just like going right from doing up is up and down is down to down is up and down. But to me, it seemed pretty intuitive. At least in underwater, it made sense right away.
Samura1man is well into Wooded Kingdom here, has spent some money.
Yeah, so he had enough coins there to get our first moon that we purchase. One of two. We do Wooded Kingdom and then Snow Kingdom, which is, I think, about 4 or 5 kingdoms from now. So he'll need to have 100 coins once he gets to that point.
You can still sign up to be a commentator. We don't normally take anyone who's, never played the game, but I'm a speed gaming staff member, and I commentate a lot of other things, so I'm willing to make an exception for myself when there's no one else around.
Yeah, there just wasn't many people talking in the Discord currently, so it got sent to Mythical, who's just in charge of finding someone to commentate.
I think Troy would probably do a fantastic job on his own, and I will have to leave actually for a little bit to do more speed gaming stuff.
Yeah,
I'll stick around for now.
You mods are very busy. Okay, so yeah, Samura1man has gone to the sewer area first, which has, I believe, if you do the movement here, figured out to be the faster of the two strats. The other one being coming to this spot first, and then getting the checkpoint, and then jumping down to the sewers, and then porting back to the checkpoint. So yeah, with optimal movement, it is like a couple seconds faster, I think. It's not too much, so it's really whichever one you feel is safer for yourself.
Samura1man going right past that checkpoint flag. What do you think about checkpoint flags? I feel like there's a couple where in a race setting, it's absolutely insane to me that people don't take the extra second to grab them.
There are certainly ones in later kingdoms that I think are very important. That one, not so much. There aren't a lot of places where you can die, but there is the cases of bonking off like a falling platform into the void. And in a lot of cases in this place, if you were to fall off, it doesn't matter. You would have lost anyway, because you then end up in the deep woods.
True
Oh,
enough.
crap. Samura1man just went for P-switchless. That was not something I was expecting. Okay. Me talking about just how dangerous this... I see why he got that checkpoint now. So yeah, this area, you won't end up in deep woods if you were to fall down. So you would just die. So, good to get that checkpoint. But yeah, going for a P-switchless strat, that was impressive.
Probably not necessary when you know your personal best is so much better than your opponents in this situation. Normally you would play it safe.
Hey, he's just trying to give us a good show, I think.
Yeah, Samura1man just going all out. Or it could be the thing where that's what you do in your attempts, and so that's what your muscle memory is, that's what your flow is, and so to break that might be more unsafe than just going for it.
Yeah, it looks like one of the people in the chat is saying that he always does that in his during his runs. And I don't watch a lot of streamers actually play this game. very often. I only pretty much watch any PBs or world records. I don't watch anyone regularly yet. So I wasn't familiar with what they regularly do. Speaking of which, what are these two big guys' PBs? I know Samura1man's like pretty much in sub 110 territory. I'm not sure exactly where.
We got them posted earlier up in the chat, but it's about a 107 to a 114.
Okay, cool.
Actually, someone
yes, I know
made a
Samura1man is top 5.
Yeah, he's a second seed in the tournament. Definitely, you know, one of the candidates to take the whole thing.
Yes. So yeah, I didn't even get a chance to talk about Spewart, really. But yeah, Spewart, pretty simple boss. You just throw your hat at him and then dive into him in midair. And then wait for him once he gets inside the UFO. This jump is simple enough, and so everyone does that.
No deep woods from either of these players. As far as I know, Pi is the only one to fall down into those depths in a race.
Yeah. And to the chat, if you feel like if you've run this game enough and you feel like you might be able to do it, just I'm sure if you head over to the Discord, that I'm sure people can point you to. You can
there's
you can take the time to audition for it. Some of us didn't have to audition because we have experience from previous commentary. I myself came from Spectre of Torment tournament and just happened to play this game as well. So I didn't have to go through much of a process, but it really depends on your past work.
There's a link to the tournament Discord in the challenge page, which is there in chat now. So we got Samura1man on Bowser going with the fastest strats there.
Yeah, so you skip the cycle of Bowser by grabbing the hat and putting it on. Okay, he's right in front of the hat. That's one way to do this. I've actually have not seen people do that before. That is a very risky way of doing that because that hat only becomes vulnerable after a certain point. But it worked out. Okay. So yeah, you just capture the hat and put it on before Bowser has a chance to put it back on himself. And it's based on like certain areas of the platform that Bowser is on, whether or not he'll take it back from you or not. So yeah, Samura1man just showing off. He's probably going to do, yep, the faster way of doing that triple tree jump skip. Or tree triple jump. So we're avoiding Klepto, which is a cutscene trigger here on this kingdom. And by doing a triple jump, we are going around the trigger completely. But you also use the cat bounce to start off that triple jump, because you can use that as your first jump into a triple jump. Which is slightly faster than climbing up the tree and then having to space out the jump correctly. So if you can pull it off, it's very quick. Oh right, I forgot. Yeah, this community is a bit more lax when it came to accepting commentators. So it's pretty much just if you know the game, have run it know the game and are involved in the community and think you can do it, we'll test you out. It's only group stages right now, so basically doing an official commentary like this will basically be us seeing if you're good enough for this. And Samura1man taking a bit of a safer route by taking this gold cage one. Either that or he's doing a deathless strat. Yeah, he's doing a deathless strat. Okay. Yeah,
wow.
So yes. So that was the deathless strat for that. Which only saves a few seconds if done perfectly, that was pretty close to perfect. Okay, so now we can see Roach just starting up Lost Kingdom. And he's going to do the slower approach to doing the triple jump. So yeah, you see how you have to set up your spacing just right to have enough distance to do the triple jump there. Okay, so starting up Metro Kingdom on Samura1man's screen, we got some complex movement of getting on top of that building, followed by some more complicated movement to get on top of that pillar. Yeah, so I call this Night Metro. There are some people who refer to it as Dark Metro. By the way, I believe Mythical has left for it just being me now. That'll be changed in a second. But yeah, Troy of Athens done doing another solo commentary. Okay, so Roach taking this the slower method here of getting the taking the death here to finish out Lost Kingdom. Samura1man finishes up inside Town Hall, triggering Mecha Wiggler. So yeah, we'll see Samura1man doing some movement manipulation with the Mecha Wiggler to make it take the shortest path on the ground here. Whoa! And then Roach is now starting off Night Metro. And now in the moment of truth, can Samura1man show off a 2-cycle? Misses a bullet. And he gets it. And probably was just barely slips it in there. Oh, Roach missing the jump onto that pillar. So he's gonna have to go do a normal wall jump up these 2 pillars. Girders. Okay. So yes, of course, playing the game in Japanese, we get to see it called a Grand Moon. As opposed to the Multi-Moon, which is what it's called in English versions. I am not going to say that. It is too early to call that. However, yes, this is still very good pace. Okay, so yeah, there's that homing cap. Throwing your cap and holding it over the spark while getting the moon underneath that girder. Ooh, Roach taking a fall inside Town Hall. Oh, and even going for the RC clip. Samura1man, just do everything he can. At this point, I wouldn't have been surprised. With all the tricks he's doing, I would not have been surprised if he went for 6 clip, actually, now looking back on it. He's fine. And flinging himself right onto the bench. Yeah, Samu just swagging all over this race. It's really something. So we got Roach now going to complete this jump. Gets it first try. Well done. Let's see if Roach is able to get a 2-cycle as well. Okay, so Samura1man are going up the tower here. I'm sure he's going to do some fun tricks to get to the top. Nope, he's just going to climb it safely. Which is also a good approach to it. Okay, now taking the risk of ground pounding before the people load in. So the people are typically our visual indicators of where that moon is going to be. Apparently, Samurai cannot find the door. There it is! Gets a 2-cycle. Pretty quickly, too. And from here, we're gonna on Samurai's screen, we're gonna go get our last 3 moons of Metro Kingdom. Yeah, yeah. As Roach is starting up his day cycle of Metro with a bonk. Good way to start it off. Okay. I'm gonna get these last 2 moons found in the scrap of the boss that you just defeated earlier. And then the all-important final moon of Metro. Yay! Roach not going for the RC clip. And for Metro, I assume we're going to be moving on to Seaside, because he needs to get those coins. And there... Excuse me, there he goes. So yeah, he's currently at 84 coins, so definitely a good choice to come here first. Nailing a jump to get up to this first moon in Seaside. This is Seaside. I had to hesitate for to actually think to make sure I was saying the right one. Coming over to do the Rocket Flower music notes. As we're just starting up his rolling through the groups, or jumping over the crowd, I think it is. I believe the actual name is jumping over the crowd, because the way they want you to get that moon is by jumping over them, not rolling through them. But rolling works just the same for some reason. It's truly the fastest way of movement. And here's the reason why we take Seaside first if we need to get coins. All these coins in the tunnel here. And now for the silent but deadly OTEPs. I'll mention, if you want to see any previous runs, they are actually all on, any previous races that we've had so far, they are actually all on our Speedruns YouTube channel for you to see. You can completely watch all of them that have happened so far. So even if Samura1man did not post that the previous race of that PB, you can definitely find it on the YouTube channel. Yes, we got plenty of matches today. This just being the start of them. I will not be around for the other ones, unfortunately, though. So from here, we're going to go to Snow Kingdom. I believe Roach is also going to go to this kingdom, considering his coin count currently. So it'll look like they're back to being caught up, but they are not. Roach is a full kingdom behind at this point. Yeah, so Rocks, if you're part of the standard Super Mario Odyssey speedrunning Discord, you can, if you're not part of that, you can find that on the speedrun leaderboard for Super Mario Odyssey underneath the forums, I believe. So join that Discord, and then in announcements, there should be an invite for the Super Mario Odyssey 80% tournament Discord, and from there, just show yourself in general and say that you want to be a commentator, and they'll probably just let you in and doing one of these races as a test commentary for you, basically. So yeah, both of them now get purchasing the second moon in the route. I believe that anyone can join that Discord. Just don't spam it. You know, it's for important use of us doing this tournament. Very smooth Typhoon. This can cause a lot of deaths because of just all the poison that's around. So if you fail on the movement, you will end up in the poison, which is an instant death. Like that! Unfortunate for Roach, but a good example for me. This particular race will probably be on for... We'll probably be doing this for another... bit under an hour. I'd say probably like 45 minutes, roughly. Considering PBs and roaches, he'll be done by around... by around 114. I don't know if we'll do the whole thing. We'll see. See what happens. Spiny giving some trouble there. Okay, so Samura1man ending up doing that good jump at the end there. Oh, the full tournament. Yeah, the tournament's about 2 months. We got a lot of group stages to go through. So now Samura1man finishing up Snow Kingdom. From here we're going to go over to Luncheon Kingdom, which is definitely one of the more difficult kingdoms. It's got a lot of complex movement that you have to get that you have to do perfectly on the first try, of course. I have no idea what goes into the process of deciding who can commentate or not. I just know how to sign up for it. So it's really up to the moderators at that point. So nailing that triple jump to get on top of the salt pile there. Oh! That's gonna cost him time. Luckily, he was able to get on the second try there. Okay, so Roach now moving over to Seaside Kingdom. Yep, and Samura1man now finishes off Spewart. Spewart is a terrible name, and you know it. It's just a bad name. It does not fit with the other 3 bunnies in this game. It does not fit with the other 3 Brutals. Samura1man taking the safer approach there. There's a possibility that you can actually go behind. God damn the movement that Samura1man is doing right now. Anyway, but yeah, there's a possibility we can go behind and avoid the camera, be completely out of sight of the camera, but still make it to that moon behind the door. But he just went for the safer approach there. Yeah, this is some really cool movement. Picked up the wrong turnip there. So you need gold turnips to get the moon out of there. I believe the white turnips will just give you coins. Let's see if he does. I'm curious if he does this. Okay, he's not going to do any sort of even riskier strats. I've seen apparently that it is possible to get to that fork store without the lava bubble, but he's not going to do the fork store, so you're not going to have to even see that. He's just going right for this moon and then going for the lava bubble doors. Well, right for this moon, big pan bros, hoping to unlock this lever properly. And now he's just standing on the block for some reason. Okay. That was an interesting way for that cap to behave. Okay, so Roach finishing up Seaside now. He'll be moving on to Luncheon as well, where Samura1man currently is. Spiny getting in the way. Oh, just barely missing that first capture on that lava bubble. And now we'll move on to doing this movement. So someone saying that fork room is cool to watch movement-wise. I think this room is pretty cool to watch movement-wise as well, if done correctly. This is some very precise movement, especially that jump. Like, it looks very impressive to me when done correctly. There's Roach completing that triple jump. Well done there. And Samura1man is very close to becoming a piece of meat, so remember to press B to shake. It's very important knowledge. And Roach now doing Spewart. So this fight of Spewart is pretty much the same as it is in Wooded, other than the area, the arena that you are fighting Spewart in. Which can affect it, because when he's inside his hat like that, he'll bounce off the walls, so if the walls are shaped, if the arena is shaped differently, his pattern will change a bit. So moving on from here, we're going to go to the Ruined Kingdom, where we're going to fight a dragon. Don't question it, we're just fighting a dragon. So this boss is generally pretty easy. It looks like Samura1man's going to reveal as many hearts as he can, because in order to do this the optimal way, you actually intentionally take damage. So he's going to keep having hearts around so that he can stay alive. So now we'll get to see which door Roach is going to go to. Fork room door is right there, to the left of this island. So it's completely up to Roach which one he'll take. They're about the same. They're about the same time between the two. And he's going forks. We get to see forks, people. There's Samura1man finishes up the dragon. So yes, the fun movement of Forked Room. Good to see. Not sure if he used motion controls or not, so you can use motion controls to flick the fork as soon as you capture it, which saves time. I don't want to say anything to jinx it, so I'm just letting it hang. Okay, so we're going over to Bowser's Kingdom now. Yep, and going for the optimal strategy here. So this is the new Bowser's Kingdom route. Ooh! That's not fun. Okay, so it did not capture the Pokio there. So he had to do that instead. Would have been cool. So yeah, he had his hat hanging above the Pokio, so it was supposed to home in on the Pokio. Similar to how you capture the Spark Pylon after getting that movement underneath the girder. So that would have teleported him back up and to the Pokio, because he would have been the Pokio. But for some reason, obviously we couldn't see what Cappy was doing during that moment, because the camera's on Mario. Not sure what happened, so it just didn't capture Pokio, so we had to get the one that respawns at the bottom there. Okay, so finishing up the moon shards there. As Roach is now going to join him after fighting the dragon. Ultimately, I think going for the one behind the ones that you guys are talking about in chat, I believe that one is a lot more dangerous to go for because you're doing it right right above a bottomless pit. So probably not the safest strat to do. Whereas that one is pretty simple and has a good backup of just capturing the Pokio right there instead. So Samura1man going to face Topper first. Definitely one of the harder fights in this game, in terms of the brutal fights. So he has a ton of hats, and you gotta avoid all of them, and then you can stomp on him while he goes horizontal there. So that's the quick kill onto Topper. And there's Harriet being finished off. A very easy, brutal fight. As Roach is just waiting around for his time to be able to kill the dragon. Can I get close? Okay, gets it. Good job. Doing this fun treble jump into Cappy Dive, into wall jump, Cappy Dive again. So I'm sure the mods are doing some other weird stuff. But anyway, we go into the Mecha Brutal fight now. And of course, we'll get to see this birdless. A much safer way of getting on top here, it seems. And still messes it up, unfortunately, so he's going to take the Pokio as a way to get through here. Unfortunately, the bombs are not in the correct spot, so he's going to have to wait for the next cycle. It's definitely going to cost him some time. This is... I don't know where that's going to leave him in terms of his pace. Good job getting that. Okay. Making sure to stay on top of the Mecha Brutal now. And good finishing blow. Well, whatever. Okay, moving on to Moon Kingdom now. So we're almost done here. Roach is now moving over to. Roach is finishing up Bowser's Kingdom as he's gonna go into the Harriet and Topper fights. Okay. Okay, so gets Moon Cave skip on the first try. Well done there. Okay, so final Bowser fight here. It's pretty simple, pretty much the same as the first one, just a couple new attacks that Bowser will do after each hit that he takes. So he will jump into the middle and throw around a giant fire blast at you. As Roach is now finishing up Harriet. That was the last hit on Harriet, okay. Yeah, so going for the fastest way of capturing that hat. Very fun to watch. Ooh, Spiny giving Roach some trouble there. Samura1man getting the instant cutscene skip as well. And now we're moving into the final couple sequences here. Getting the triple jump at the end there, as Roach is now going to move into Mecha Brutal. And yes, we're going to get to see a 2D skip from Samura1man. Well done there. Roach taking the Pokio approach to getting on top and staying on top of this Mecha Brutal. Get some sour pleases in the chat as we get to hear this amazing song. I don't know if those fireballs actually were able to knock over that one. We'll have to see when he turns his camera over there later. It didn't look like it to me. Anyway, he's getting his fireballs over here and doing this. I mean, the hitbox is bigger than it seems. And yeah, it did not fall over. There it goes. Okay. So moving on. It looks like, and yeah, that's gonna be a PB for Samura1man. Calling it early. Just barely getting a 106. Well done, Samura1man. And yes, I do know the words to this, but I'm too busy commentating. Also, I have a terrible singing voice, especially when I'm still getting over a cold. So congratulations to Samura1man for getting another PB. Roach now finishing up Mecha Brutal. Okay, so I'm gonna pull in Samura1man. It looks like he's ready to talk. What's up, Samurai?
Howdy, howdy.
Congratulations on the PV.
Thank you.
So with that, I believe, according to what we're seeing in the chat, that puts you above value as well on the leaderboard.
That's correct. Unfortunate about the Bowser's Kingdom. I'm not satisfied about that, but PP is a PP.
Yeah, the Pokio not getting captured, I believe is what you're referring to.
That one and the fight. I messed up the new strats in the Mecha Brutal.
Right, yeah. Getting on top. Yeah, you weren't able to get on top birdless. But overall, good to see. You were able to get the RC clip on the first try.
Yeah, I was surprised I got it in a run now. And most of the tricks I managed to pull off first try, like fooded pipe section at the end with the buses.
Sorry, I'm having trouble figuring out what you're referring to right now.
The pipe section in Fooded Kingdom. When you go underwater.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, with all that going on, I guess you just chose to do the fastest sand route without doing Sphinx?
Yeah, I haven't been feeling comfortable with the Sphinx clip. In practice, I keep getting it like one after another, so I just don't feel comfortable at doing it.
I don't blame you for not doing it in a race scenario.
Yeah, if you get it first try, you save that 6-7 seconds, but if you don't, then it would have been better if you hit the second fastest route then. It's a top trick, so yeah.
So where do you think that you can improve on your time so that you can get to that, another PB and possibly getting closer to that world record?
Definitely Bowser's Kingdom. It has the biggest mistake by far in the whole run. And I guess overall just better movement everywhere and saving those seconds with just the moving around a lot, using the roll cancels here and there where I'm not using it. Like in a Snow Kingdom there's a one roll cancel you do, but it's very risky, so I'm not doing it.
See Roach finishing up this Bowser fight. I believe he is also on PB pace currently.
Yeah, I think his PP is around 1 hour 40 minutes. Unless I'm incorrect.
Yeah, it looks like I'm just taking questions from the audience at this point. They're asking about how you felt about your 2D skip that you did in the PB in this run.
Yeah, the 2D skip is fail, do it or fail, especially because if you mess up the first jump, you die. You cannot react to it. It saves 2 seconds, but I feel like with the pressure, it's gonna be tough to pull it off, as pressures can take handle over your inputs. Well, just pressing the inputs, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen people be on PB pace and just mess it up because they hear us talking about it in the stream.
Yeah. There's 2D section, just a shortcut. It saves 2 seconds if done optimally. So would you rather save those seconds or just do it without any pressure and go normally?
Messing up the triple jump there. So yeah, good job, Samu.
Thank you.
So yeah, with that win, that is gonna put Samura1man into 3-0 within his group, finishing out his group. There has to be there is one more race between Roach and Fire Dragon within your group. How do you think that one's gonna turn out?
I feel like it will be a close race, as Fire Dragon has been getting better. And their PPs are lying around like 15 minutes of each other, but as people have been doing the tournaments, the PP just gets better whenever they get to do runs.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
we have seen lots of people getting new PPs in the tournament matches, which is really nice. Everyone has been getting.
And now you finishing up your group stages, you got some time to sit back and practice while you wait for the brackets to start.
Yeah, half a month to wait for a bracket.
I'm sure you can get some practice in or whatever you want, honestly. I don't control your decisions.
Definitely. And I get to watch lots of other people's tournament matches, even commentate if possible.
So Roach getting a 1:15.42. A bit off of his PV, but still a very good time for him.
Good job to him.
Are you about to fight a boss that we never see?
Are the launch boss?
I believe he's called the Cockatiel.
Yeah, I think it's a Cockatiel. Not sure about the octopus in a seaside.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say Cockatiel is probably the most annoying boss in my opinion.
Fat Golden, Luncheon. Cascade was shit. Metro was shit. Snow was shit. Bowser was shit.
Okay, Roach. I guess I'll bring him in here now. Now that we're hearing him through his own stream. How you doing, Roach?
Hey there.
So we heard a little bit. We're actually listening into your
Hey,
stream.
it's a nice time. I mean, oh, nice. 21.
So
Oh, sorry, my language. Then I apologize.
don't worry about it. You did not know. So yeah, I already heard you commentating a little bit on how you thought about your run. You can go back on it and say a bit more if you want.
Well, so, like right at the beginning, Cascade. I was so disheartened after Cascade. Losing 40 seconds there, it was just like crap. So glad they're up to Metro. It actually went pretty good, so I was able to get myself refocused.
Yeah, you were able to stay in on it. Were you, either of you listening to me at all during it?
I was not.
Okay, good. So I know a lot of the times that it will throw people off knowing how much time they have apart from their other racer.
Yeah, it's like right when I killed Mecha Brute, I look over, see Samura1man just got done, I'm like, crap. Whatever. Didn't expect to win this race anyway.
I usually don't have the stream in the background. I wanna focus on the race.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. But to some people who haven't done races before, it definitely helps for them. I've seen people were giving them tips within us, like just commentating the races. I've seen people, like, we've told them to do rolling and motion controls. The last race I commented on, like, we were commenting that he wasn't doing motion controls for his rolls, and then he started doing that in the race as he was listening. So we've helped out some runners.
Yeah. I was in the Zelda rando tourney, so I got the habit of not watching the stream just because of that. Because you're not allowed to for the randomizer, obviously.
Right, because there, if you were to watch, you end up gaining information about the seed that you're using.
Yeah, so I just got out of habit not to watch it. But hey, 21-second gold split in Luncheon.
Yeah, it's good to get some golds.
I mean, can't really say anything that went wrong in that level. It was nice.
Overall, I had 8 golds in a run.
Yeah, I believe the chat was noticing them because of the colored timer. So people were calling him out in chat and be like, "Wow, he's got 6 golds right now. This is insane."
So that's what, 2 races and 2 PBs for you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Roach, if you didn't know, Samura1man did just get another PB.
Yep.
Being a 106.57 now.
Congratulations on the sub 107.
Thank you. Still sad about Bowser's Kingdom, but PB's a PB. Let's just get it better.
Yeah, Topper is what got me in Bowser's Kingdom. Other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Mecha Brutal got me, actually.
I fell on the 4th hit. Well, I fell during the 4th hit, so I had to reclimb it, but I only lost about 20 seconds there. But yeah, I mean, overall, outside of like Cascade and Metro, or Cascade and Snow, and the one death in Metro, I can't really say too much about the run. And apparently, I forgot to turn my alert sound off.
We did not hear any of that. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
I believe they have cut the sound from your streams at this point.
Gotcha.
So with that match over with, we now have, I believe you're going to be facing Fire Dragon next.
Friday, 1 p.m., same time.
Yeah. Yeah, we Samura1man and I were talking about that match, seeing who we think is gonna come out of that. Because the winner of that will be able to move out of the group stages to come into the brackets.
Yeah, so I just gotta win that so I can get my revenge match against Samura1man. Just get my butt handed me again.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah. I mean, just getting out of group stage is always my goal in any tournament I enter, because I've done many. Final Fantasy, Zelda, this, quite a few others.
I mean, it's good to get your race experience down, because it allows you to get those jitters out, because there definitely is a different feeling from doing just a standard speed run of a game to doing a race of a game.
Oh yeah, definitely. You just can't let small little things bother you. Like, how many times did I bonk in the run? It's like you just can't let that small stuff bother you.
Yeah, the huge difference of not being able to reset at all just can throw you off. Although, going back over to Samura1man, you basically had a pretty much like picture perfect beginning of yours, allowing you to gain a lot of ground on Roach. You still there, Samurai?
Hello.
Hey. So yeah, you were able to get your first half of your run there pretty much down perfect.
Yeah, my beginning started really well.
So did you do Sync's clip?
No, I didn't.
No, he took the route of sand he did the no coin area route, which is faster than doing the route with Sphinx clip without Sphinx clip.
Yeah.
But you have to then be searching for coins later.
Yeah, I know. It's like where you do Seaside first and all. It's just
he did Seaside before.
I have a bad habit of forgetting to menu there, so I just kind of like, what, I'm just doing Sphinx. Not gonna worry about it.
Completely fine. And yeah, that itself doesn't cost much time. Time, but it did allow for a little cool thing to happen where you were both at Snow Kingdom at the same time. Because he went to Seaside because Samurai went to Seaside first.
Man, I was actually that much behind. Jeez, at that point.
he gained a lot of ground really fast. It's amazing. Like, you can just to improve your own time, Roach, you might want to watch this just to see.
I plan to anyway.
Just to see like what little things that Samura1man was able to do to end up being, unfortunately, a full kingdom ahead of you by, I'd say maybe like by about like he was at Cloud Kingdom fighting Bowser when you were at
finishing Wooded.
Yeah.
Well, I was about 20 seconds off my sand gold there, and I did lose the 40 seconds cascade, so I was probably about 45 seconds to a minute behind my own splits right there anyway.
Okay. Well, GG to both runners.
Thank you. Yeah, man. Said I'll see you all on Friday for my match with Fire Dragon.
Yeah, and you can also tune in later today for another match that's going to be on Speed Gaming 1. About an hour and a half from now at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time between Jella and Crescendo. So you can look forward to that one. We got a lot of matches today, actually. We got the 4 p.m. one that I just talked about, 5 p.m. an hour later, 6 p.m. an hour after that one, and then 9 p.m. 3 hours after that, and then a 10:30 one as well. So there's a lot of matches to watch today.
I really would like to catch those matches, but they're at night when I have to sleep. Time zones.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And I actually need to, right now, go get food. I have not eaten yet today.
So yeah, you can check out the schedule in the chat. I'm sure people are pulling it up as well. But yeah, you can get ready to watch all of those that are going to happen later today. I will not be around for those either because I actually have work to go to in about an hour. But I'll probably be for the one here for the ones later tonight, at least in chat.
Thank you for the race, Samura1man. I'm gonna be heading off here myself.
Thanks to you too, Roach. I'm sorry I beat by a lot.
Crush me. I said, good luck in the next round for you.
Good luck to your match on Friday.
Thank you.
Yes, excellent sportsmanship between the two of you.
And thank you for commentating for us.
Thank you. It was kind of short notice. We apparently Mythical could not find anyone to commentate, so I just jumped on. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for participating, and stay tuned. I'm sure. Looking here, there actually is a link to the past randomizer going on Speed Gaming 2 and on Speed Gaming 1 as well currently. And you can come back to, and then you can come and see on Speed Gaming. I can't do casting right now. Speed Gaming 1 will be the 4 o'clock match that happens in about an hour and a half. So you can stick around here. We're gonna have plenty of things for you to watch in Speed Gaming. They work hard for you. Okay. See you guys later.
See ya.
See you.